and the pain of what has yet to come. I fear it may drive me insane.
Hey, welcome back lads. So the long-awaited zombies map Firebase Z has finally dropped, and dropped us into the jungles of Vietnam, twisted by the dark ether. Now, after a couple of days of playing and soaking in the map, it's time to look deeper into it and dissect it to answer your questions of, is the map really that good, and also was it worth the wait? So basically, this is a review. When Firebase Z was first teased, we instantly saw similarities to one of the best zombies maps of all time, Der Eisendrache, which meant our expectations were very, very high. And now that it's released, I still kind of feel that this map feels like Der Eisendrache, Gorod, Crovy, and Moon. These three good zombies maps were kind of mixed together. I think this is what people call an amalgamation, and that's exactly what made Der Eisendrache so loved in the first place. It was like other popular maps mixed together. It was Origins, Mob of the Dead, and Moon. So now we're kind of getting a similar situation here. The map is definitely good quality, a step up, and improvement from the first map, Die Maschine, which I think the community really came together and liked that map, so they would definitely like or love this one too. It's not as simple, basic, or laid back as Die Maschine, but it's not too complicated either. It actually strikes a really nice balance, and because of that it should hold our interest for longer than Die Maschine, so we shouldn't get bored that quickly, even though the Easter egg was solved in about 2 hours, which isn't great for interest. But hey man, what can we do about that? Firebase Z is almost exactly the type and style of map we needed. Also, another aspect of zombies map design which people really often forget or just don't notice is the layout, and Firebase Z is done almost to perfection because it just flows extremely well and gives us, the players, a lot of choice and options on how to progress, meaning the map kind of like plays, or you can play in many different ways. It's not restrictive, you get me? You're not like forced to go this way or that way. You go to the Firebase and you can move in 3 different directions to turn on power and stuff. Transitioning between the village and the Firebase is also seamless. There are also those like, I don't know what they're called, launch pads or flingers. So the map it's just really well put together, and also not much of the map feels like wasted space. You know, there is something in every area, so it also exists for a reason. It's actually like genius. However, the experience is not perfect. There are some issues, but I think the biggest problem can be fixed. It's the amount of boss zombies. It's just over the top, annoying, and adds nothing of value to the experience. Like 2 manglers, 4 mimics, each round is just ridiculous, and then you add on hellhounds, heavy and armored zombies, and that's literally a recipe for pain. So like I said, the good thing is that can be changed. It's not like Firebase Z has a major problem which is irreversible. Like seriously, if they toned down the amount of boss zombies, then I don't really know what I would have to complain about, which is strange. And also another thing is, the Mimic and Manglers don't count as elite zombies for your camo challenges, which is really stupid. And on Twitter some Treyarch devs were saying that was on purpose. They're not classed as elites, just special zombies. Like, come on bro. Once again, you could complain about the Easter egg being maybe told to us and handed to us a bit too easily and being solved in 2 hours, and like I was talking about when we were worried about the Easter egg steps leaking, a lot of the map hype and interest is surrounded by that Easter egg quest, and once it's solved, a lot of people just kind of lose interest, and then you play the map a bit for like a week or 2, then the content is already dried up, so maybe that's a little bit of a problem. And also a really minor nitpick which I have, but I have a counter reason for myself which I just noticed in this gameplay, is the Pack-a-Punch camos are the same as Die Maschine, and you know that's always been a part of zombies. Oh, well, not always, but for a while now. Like, oh, a new map, I can't wait to see what the Pack-a-Punch camo is like, but at the same time it does keep continuity, right, because of the 3 different Pack-a-Punch levels and damage tiers. So yeah, you're like, yeah, it's the same. So that's about it. Cold War got off to a good start with Die Maschine, but it was definitely a bit too simplistic and basic, so we lost interest kind of fast, especially with that being the only map. So this is exactly what I was saying, we need a map which is kind of the next level, the next step up, and that's what we got. I think it was very well done. Anyway lads, stay spicy, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.